Good morning and welcome back to Yo's Build. So it's been 2 weeks now since I actually posted a video. There's been a lot going on. I've actually, kind of took a little short break from making videos every day or every other day, and just watched the analytics and watched what was going on with the channel to see what the viewers were into and interested in. And the number one thing, of course, is the Vaca. So Vaca is still in the trailer. We ordered a rye wire full race harness for her. So all of the factory wiring that got ripped out is gone. It's going to full race rye wire setup with its own fuse box and its own everything. What I've also been doing is we got the CSX to Pennsylvania. So my a family member of mine had a car trailer and everything, and they were coming up to Pennsylvania anyways, and they messaged me like a couple months back asking me, hey, do you need me to take any cars up there for you or whatever? So we had been storing it in their garage, so nobody knew where it went or what happened, because like I said, this is my birthday car. This is probably one of the rarest cars we own. It is not perfect by any means, but to me, it has a special, place in my heart. So I don't want the car getting damaged or anything like that. And as you see, it's now in Pennsylvania. It's now in the garage. It's protected from the weather. We have no issues with that. But what we've really been doing, and something I'm very proud, something I'm really motivated, and I hope I can get both of these builds to come together rather quickly, because we bought decent starting platforms, and it's just something different. It's something that I think we should have for the channel. It's something I think you guys will enjoy as the build series. So we'll kind of stray away from like the Turbo Dodges and the Saturns and the GTO and the Fiat and the Juke for a little bit, and we are going to really focus on going K, going turbo. There's an EP3 trans right there. And this is, if you guys have been watching anything on YouTube recently, you've been seeing all of the K series stock block records. So this is a bone stock K24 A2. You can see it right there. Maybe you can't in the video. RBC. This is the go-to budget stock block K24. This is a Borg Warner S366, so it's a 66 millimeter turbo. This does have a big back housing, so it should take a lot of pressure off the rods for the motor. And of course, we need to buy parts. We need to get this and that, a clutch, wiring harness, stuff like that. But at least we have the base unit. We have the EP3 trans, which everyone chooses. We have the K24A2, which everybody chooses, and we have a 66 millimeter turbo, which is a little bigger than everybody chooses, but I think this will be better for keeping the rods alive. If you guys are wondering what exactly we are going to put a K in, we bought a 2000 Acura Integra. So first thing you guys are going to notice is the wide body front. This car does have a discontinued, very rare Jace extra wide front. So you can put 13 by 10 and a half or 13 by 11s, and it will fit flush with the side of the car. If you guys can see in the video, this car is in rather clean shape. Another reason why we were searching for a shell that was this nice or in this good of condition is because we wanted it to be caged, and we didn't want to have to get a cage done, started and everything up here in Pennsylvania, because we don't know people up here yet. Just moving to Pennsylvania, of course, you have to learn and meet and see different people. But as you can see, you have your bar down through the dash, you have your door bars, you have a footwell bars, you have your main hoop, you have your 2 pieces going to the back, you have a parachute mount holder. So this cage should be safe to go into the 9s with no problems. We have our battery shut off switch. You guys probably can't tell, but there's the parachute mount right there. If you look through the back bumper, it was done very nicely. So as you guys could guess, this was not a cheap purchase. To find a very, very clean Integra with no rust in the Rust Belt of Pennsylvania, they're not cheap. They're really hard to find and they're not cheap. So we had went and looked at about 5 or 6 cars. So kind of that's what we've been doing over the last 2 or 3 weeks, looking for something to go after. I'm not even saying the stock block record, but just something to go after a decent 10-second stock motor fun run. So we wanted to get a car that was already set up. So other information about this car: it has Block's Pro Drag coilovers, it has Skunk 2 control arms, camber kits, has K-tuned traction bar, it already has Hasport mounts, we have the Hasport T bracket for K-series. Like I said, it's a very well set up shell. Carbon hood, carbon mirrors, has the OEM wing. It is very, 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 very clean. There's very few scratches and dents in this car compared to everything else we looked at here in Pennsylvania. So the rundowns of probably what we'll need is, of course, we're gonna need a harness to convert a K-series into an EK, or an EK into an Integra. We're gonna need to put an LSD in the transmission. Of course, we're gonna need to put some sort of stage 5 or super single or twin disc in the K-series. We do plan on putting RSX oil pump 50-degree VTC so we can make the proper power for a K24. We already do, and it came with RBC. So we'll need the throttle body, little stuff here and there, starter, you know, the little stuff you need to finish a build like this. So that's where we've been, that's what we've been working on. But this is kind of more of a build for my brother. He always had a low-key love for like his turbo Dodges, his Neons and stuff like that. But his favorite car back in the day was a 4-door white GSR. Our friend Victor, I don't know if Victor's watching this video, but I'm sure he'll see it after I'm talking about him in the video. Well, back in the day when me and my brother were, I would say 15, 16, 17 years old, when we were younger, Victor used to have a 4-door white GSR with GSR blades, nice coilovers, full interior. Like today you really can't find a car as clean as his. His car was immaculate, like 10 out of 10. Everything matched, everything was perfect. Extended wheel studs, like his car was immaculate. It had a GSR in it, or a Type R in it. It had some V-Series VTEC motor in it, which to this day, guys, I've never owned a B-Series VTEC car. Never. I don't know why. I've never owned a B-Series VTEC car. So I'm sure that's going to happen in the very soon future. But so we absolutely loved Victor's car. Like driving it, you know, we used to literally let him drive our turbo cars, and he would let us drive the GSR, and we would tell him, you know, our cars are of course much faster, but this thing is so much fun to drive. Because I don't know if you guys have ever drove a GSR B-Series car, but those things are hilariously fun to drive. You can just throw it into the corners, everything. And of course in Florida, it has AC, power steering. It was an immaculate car. So back in the day, those things weren't very valued. So a GSR 4-door you could get for like 3,500 bucks. Trying to find a clean GSR 4-door now, good luck. You're gonna spend 10 grand. If you guys haven't noticed, the Honda market has skyrocketed. So we looked at a purple, blue, I forgot the name of the color, 01 GSR Teggy. And the car was in decent condition. It had way more blemishes than this car, and they wanted like $5,000 or $6,000 for the car. No AC, the power steering did work, the motor ran fine, but we were looking for something that was in a little bit better condition. The car also had a little rust on it. So if you look on the quarter panels there, you don't see any rust. The quarters are rolled, and there's a few dents here and there, but this car, like condition wise, is probably the best car we found in the Salt Belt, as you would call it, northern Pennsylvania. So that's what we've been up to. That's what we've been collecting and looking for. So all of these Ecotech, Cobalt, Saturn, Neon, everything, all of this we're going to clean up. We got to get the shop organized, and we got to get to work on the Integra. So in the comments down below, let me know what you think of the Integra, the K24, the EP3 trans. Let me know if you guys have any connections or hookups on the parts we need. We definitely need a harness. We definitely need a twin disc. We definitely need an LSD. All the little bolt-on stuff, we'll probably, need a manifold. We'll need all the little water bypass valves. We'll need starter. So let me know if you guys have any hookups or connections on any of that stuff, because we plan on getting this car at least together and done as quickly as possible. I know I've said that before, but we have, I think, 20 cars now, and we have a lot of projects to work on. So hope you guys are as excited for this car as I am. This is basically gonna be our pro front wheel drive, street front wheel drive car. It is the only car that we have that's ever had that much cage in it, that has a wide body front and everything. And like I said, I'm super excited about it. I think the car looks incredibly mean with the big front end. So let me know what you guys think, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.